news coming in on the macroeconomic front. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman assured the Lok Sabha yesterday, Tuesday, December the 17th, that the recent slowdown in India's GDP growth for the second quarter of this fiscal year FY25 is just a temporary blip, and that growth will pick up in coming quarters. Now, responding to a discussion on the supplementary demands for grants first batch 2024-25, FM said that the drop in the GDP growth in the second quarter has to be understood in a broader context. She also highlighted that government Capex has grown by 6.7% year-on-year, indicating continued investment in infrastructure. Now, with these developments, she expressed optimism about improved economic performance in coming quarters. Kranti, great reassurance coming from Finance Minister, and she says that Q2 was a temporary blip. But going forward, if growth is actually going to offset the slowdown in Q2, where is that growth going to come from?
One thing, I think the first half of the year, we had the general election, and also the second half, what we witnessed was there was erratic monsoons, and some areas there were floods, some areas there were high temperatures. So the growth has been disturbed, the domestic consumption has taken a toll. And also with respect to the government spending with the budgetary allocations are concerned, they could able to meet the 65% of the budgetary allocation with respect to the government spending is concerned. So the Capex has been quite at a slow pace with respect to the first half of the year is concerned. So that has what we witnessed is softening of the growth and also the IIP numbers. Everywhere we witnessed some kind of softening. So second half, the government has been pushing the pedal hardly to accelerate the pace of the growth. So that's where the assurance and the reiteration is coming from the finance minister. And as we entering into the new calendar year, we are getting into the full-fledged budget for the coming new year.
Right.
So what we can sense is there is a faster pace of Capex is going to go up, and also the FDA is going to go up, and also on the back of that, in the parliament we are witnessing a hard discussion of one nation and one poll.
One election, yeah.
that can be coming early. If that bill get passed, the government has to have very less time in their hand. So the pace of growth can be accelerated. The reforms agenda can be taken at a faster pace. So that can accelerate the growth pace at this point of time. That's where the finance minister is giving the assurance.
Right. Is it fair to assume, Kranti, that if the government wants a good report card on GDP growth, then the heavy lifting will actually be done by the government itself, and we should expect more Capex investments by the government, because we still live in a high interest rate cycle, and that is unlikely to revise downwards until budget 2025 that you just alluded to.
Absolutely, Karthik. You made it a point. Okay, we were coming through a very tight monetary policy, and with the Fed rate decision in the next 24 hours, RBI is compelled to, with the new RBI governor, we need to see what kind of decisions the RBI is going to take under the new RBI governor. So that will give some kind of extra cushion to the growth.
Right. Okay, stay with us, Kranti. We'll just, stay on this for a little longer, because the government's concerns over slower economic growth may continue even in the year 2025-26, although inflation is likely to soften. Now, Union Budget 2025-26, according to some people, may peg nominal GDP growth in the range of 10% to 10.5%. Remember, these are media reports coming in, source-based media reports, which Newsline hasn't been able to independently verify just as yet.